Welcome back, Soulfire family. You made it to episode 8 of Soulfire Sessions. This is Sacrifice, the price you pay for the life you want. Last week, we built the engine of consistency. Now, we're putting the most powerful fuel in that engine, your undeniable sense of value. Tonight, we're reframing sacrifice as the ultimate proof of self-worth. We call it the empowered exchange. 8. So, Devar, Madam Amani, thank y'all for joining me. How y'all feeling tonight?
Yo, I'm in here. That's all I can say. I don't know. I'm in here.
You're not sure yet you're here? Fire's lit.
I'm here making sacrifices.
Hey, yes.
That part.
Yes, this is where your inner worth meets your outer world. So, yeah, this fire is lit. Let's begin. But before we dive in, let's get clear on what we're really talking about. Sacrifice.
Hmm.
So, the dictionary defines sacrifice as the act of giving up something valued for the sake of something else regarded as more important or worthy.
Everybody wants elevation, but nobody wants to go through the process that it takes to get to it. They don't want to go through the broke days, the long nights, the hard days, the trials and tribulations that it takes to get to it.
Exactly.
But sacrifice equals elevation. So you're looking for that growth, you gotta give up something.
Gotta release.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but in the soul fire context, we're taking it deeper. We define sacrifice as the conscious and empowered act of releasing a lower value to make space for a higher one. We're going higher. You are not losing. You are choosing to upgrade your reality to match your worth. This isn't about lack. It's about alignment.
Hey.
Get that ass aligned. So yeah, let's ignite this conversation. I'm going to throw the first log on this fire with some questions for both of you.
I ain't asking no damn question. No.
Yes, here you go, Devar. That's how we're going to light this fire.
Wait, before you start, let me say there's 4 different types of sacrifice. So, for one, we got time sacrifice. So, late nights, editing, whatever, losing sleep for the dream, missing events, saying you're on the grind all the time. Then you have comfort sacrifice, being the beginner all over again. Yeah, you got to start over, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you're doing, you a beginner all over again, being broke before you're blessed, being misunderstood before you're celebrated. Then you got relationship sacrifice, outgrowing people, losing those who don't support. We don't mind doing that.
Right.
Choosing solitude over bad company. Then there's emotional sacrifice. Holding your tongue to keep the peace, walking away from toxic connections, and giving up your old self to grow. So those are the 4 types of sacrifice.
Ooh, and you're bringing it all tonight because I actually had that after the questions. I had 5. So let me see which one I had because I had the sacrifice of time and immediate gratification, sacrifice of comfort. You said that. Then I had toxic relationships and people pleasing, financial fun in the present. That's the one. You give up impulse buys and takeouts daily. And then also the sacrifice of the need to be right or in control. Yeah, those were my 5 that I came up with.
Yeah, awesome. That's a big one right there.
Yeah, so we're definitely going to dive into it. Absolutely. I love that.
Let's talk about it.
This fire's lit. So let's see. So when we talk about putting actions behind words, what's been your biggest challenge in actually following through on declarations you've made about your worth? Give us a real example of a time you had to back up your words with an uncomfortable action. Devar?
Yeah, so for me, I was in a bad situation relationship sacrifice.
Mm.
It was time to go.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to put actions behind my words, and I stepped out. And I didn't just leave. I moved all the way across the country.
I know that's right.
So yeah, if you don't believe me, I'm gonna make a believer out of you. So I'm clean across the country.
That's amazing.
Hmm.
Showing up for yourself.
Got to.
Mhm.
Like, I need some distance between this here, or somebody gonna get hurt.
Especially when it's toxic. Yeah, you definitely want to put
Yeah.
some distance in between it.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So, Madam Amani, from your spiritual perspective, why do you think so many people get stuck between declaring their worth and actually taking the money moves to prove it? What's the energetic block that keeps people playing small even after they had the breakthrough of recognizing their value?
Well, I would start with, for myself, I sacrificed loyalty to my past so that I could be loyal to myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then with the spiritual part of that, I think the ultimate sacrifice would be God, right?
Right. Right.
He sacrificed his only begotten son. So,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That's deep.
That's a big sacrifice,
Right.
right?
Huge
The biggest.
yeah,
for
that's
all of
the
us.
ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ultimate one.
Yeah. A lot of people definitely talk the talk, but don't walk the walk. Though I get that.
Exactly.
And
Mm-hmm.
those are definitely examples of it being done in a big way.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Right.
Absolutely. Well said. Yeah, so I believe the energetic block that keeps people playing small is fear. I think it's fear, the fear of the unknown, of
Mm.
what's next, what's going to happen.
And I think it's also a fear of how great they can become
Exactly.
and
You
the
know
work
what?
that it takes to get to it. A lot of people shy away from the work that it takes
Mm-hmm.
to get to it.
Yes. And for a lot of people, their sense of worth is tied to what they do or what they have. And when you decide to truly declare your worth from the inside out,
Mhm.
what's the first big thing you have to stop doing or thinking to make it real?
You have to stop doing.
To make it real.
Oh wow! Stop the negative talk about yourself.
Yeah.
Um, Stop listening to other people that don't believe in you or people that don't understand your vision. Some people feel like if they can't do it, then you can't do it.
Exactly.
You got to stop listening to those people.
Yep, the doubt, the self-doubt that they throw in there.
Hmm. Yeah, because you'll start to believe it if you sit and listen to them on the regular. So sometimes those are the people that you have to leave behind because everybody can't go with you when you're headed to the top.
I think you just
Yeah.
answered the next question. I was going to ask, how do you handle the fear of other people's opinions when you start making empowered exchanges and sacrifices that they might not understand?
Yeah, sometimes you just got to release people. I mean, it's not it's not personal. It's business, or it's just part of my growth.
I was just gonna say, so you just don't sacrifice self-respect, stability, health, or your peace.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, you got to keep that.
Right, because if they don't understand, they're only meant to be there for that season.
Hmm.
They're not there to be through your entire journey. Not everyone's there to be there for your entire journey. Sometimes it's only a season, then
Hmm.
you got to let it go.
Hmm.
And it's not
Hmm.
bad. It doesn't mean that it's bad or negative. It's just time to move on. They were there for a season, for a lesson.
Right. You got the lesson out of it, or they got the lesson out of it if they needed it, and it's time to move on.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm. I used to listen to a lot of motivational videos and watch a lot of motivational videos and motivational speakers, and I would think to myself, man, the things that they talking about that you're capable of doing, it sounds kind of outlandish. But then I heard E.T. Eric Thomas. He's a motivational speaker, and one thing he said is a lot of people are not willing to give up something to
Right.
gain what it is that they're moving toward. And he said sometimes you got to give up something big. You may have to give up some loved ones, um, people that's real close to you, or you may have to give up something that you care about. But if you are serious about growing and moving to that next level, that's just something that you got to do. And that's called sacrifice.
Hmm.
Yes. Yes, and that's the way to move forward is to release.
Yeah, it might be that toxic job, toxic relationship.
Because everybody's not meant to go up. And sometimes if you're stuck in a toxic relationship, you can't receive your blessings until you release that.
Mhm. Sometimes you're in a stable situation. What if you got a job that's, it pays you decent, you got a decent life, you got a mediocre house, you're not in need of anything. It's just that you know that you could do better. Do you just stay in that
Mm-hmm.
because it's comfort? Because your mind always tells you to stay in this comfort zone.
Yeah. You got to ask yourself, is what I'm doing, is it
Is it enough?
opening a door or is it locking me inside?
Exactly.
Right.
And no locked doors.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Remember
no.
the song said, did they build a fence to keep crime out or to keep our ass in?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just like society glorifies Black women sacrificing everything, but who's sacrificing for us?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Turn it and reverse it on us that we're still not doing what we're supposed to, or
Mhm.
Not doing enough.
When you're really trying to get to that goal and get to where you want to be, you just gotta overlook what people think or what they say or how it looks to them.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what's a time you had to make a money move that scared you? What was the internal dialogue that you had to overcome to actually do it?
That's for me.
Either one. Yeah, y'all can
Yeah,
tap in.
I got an answer, a big answer for that.
Mm.
So me moving to Colorado, it was a lack of loads in this area. I'm a truck driver.
Hmm.
A lack of loads in this area, but I was determined to stay in this area and not have to travel all over the country. So I just pushed through it and kept praying about it until something opened up, and it did.
Gonna say truck driving also because I am also a truck driver, new to truck driving, but it takes working long hours and discipline. So,
Yeah.
Definitely discipline.
Mm-hmm.
That's like being your own boss. You have to know how to get there, be responsible.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
You ain't got nobody in that truck holding your hand, making sure you doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
right.
Mm.
Because really any dream requires sacrifices, right? But not your sanity.
Right.
Exactly.
So,
You knew what you needed. You knew where you wanted to go, and what it is that you're trying to achieve, and you're
hmm
working toward it. And I commend you for that, Madam Money, for real. That's a big deal.
Mm-hmm. That's
thank you,
huge.
appreciate you.
And especially with all the outside noise, especially being a female,
Mm-hmm.
Black female, we always have to fight harder to get through things.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. Definitely admire that.
Thank you, thank you.
And so, why do you think so many people declare their worth, but then self sabotage when it's time to charge for it or ask for what they deserve?
Mm. I think they don't believe in themselves. They talk like they do, but when it comes to putting the actions behind the words, I think that's where they fall short because they don't actually believe in themselves. It's easy to believe in somebody else, you know what I'm saying, to see their worth and all of that. But then when you look in that mirror, do you see your own work? And are you willing to stand on that? Not
Mm-hmm.
just see it. So I feel like some people fall short because they don't really truly believe in themselves.
Or they don't see that sacrifice as just a season into transitioning into something better.
Exactly. Just like having a baby, just like when you're pregnant. It can be pains and aches and growing pains and all kind of stuff going on, but it's
You sacrificed your body
hmm
to create a
Mm-hmm.
human.
yes, it's what's showing up
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So what does protecting your energy look like? What does protecting your energy from a day-to-day sense when you're leveling up your business or just in life?
Keeping the wrong people out, protect it. You don't want to hear negative talk from nobody. Keep negative Nancy out of the room.
Definitely, because that'll bring you down because you know misery loves company.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of company.
Yeah, and got to create some sense of discipline in yourself. Like we talked about last week, consistency.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be able to stay consistent yourself. It's not about motivation because motivation is a mood and it depends on what you're feeling like that day. Consistency is when you push through that mood. No matter how you're feeling, you do what you need to do because you know it got to be done and no one else is going to do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, just make sure that you're not sacrificing for things that don't feed you.
Fuel
Right.
your flames or lift you up, exactly. Then you're
Hmm.
just wasting your time.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
big one.
Right. And for Madam Amani, I know you just recently started this truck driving thing. So did you have fear of others' opinions when you started making that empowered exchange and those sacrifices that they might not understand?
I did, but when you release something in alignment, it returns back to you multiplied. And
Indeed.
if you fear it, then it just comes back empty. You don't get anything out of it. So I had to just keep that in my mind. As long as I stay focused and determined, then everything that I want will come to fruition.
Hmm. I weigh the options with it.
Mm-hmm.
Is the people that got something to say, are they paying my bills?
Yeah.
Right.
Do they have something to do with this?
Right. What are they sacrificing for me so that I don't have to do this?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The answer is usually nothing. So I'm going to do this.
This is for me. That's hence the reason for me.
Right.
Is it costing you
Yeah.
your peace?
Right.
Easier said than done when you can tell me how to do it, but can you show me?
Yeah. Because at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, keep your opinions to yourself if you're not going to intervene and do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's one tangible, non-negotiable action that you take to ensure your finances are aligned with your self-worth?
Mm.
Mm,
Read that again.
rich in all areas.
She stumped a brother, y'all.
Ooh, wow.
You're right, me
Read that again.
too.
All right. So, what is one tangible, non-negotiable action you take to ensure your finances align with your self-worth?
I try to align myself. We trying to do some branding deals right now. We want to align ourselves with some brands that we believe in. We're not just gonna go out here and sell our souls just to get a book.
Oh, absolutely not. It's definitely
Mm,
authentically and divinely orchestrated
Yeah,
because if it's not, then it's not for me.
right.
mm-hmm.
So I say keep that in mind when we're doing whatever we're doing, whether it's podcasts, we're talking about topics that we know about or we learn about along the way. And we want to keep our content authentic and original. And we want to keep this a community and not a clique. So we try to align ourselves with the right people.
Hey,
And
community and not a clique because there's somebody for everybody.
mhm,
So,
and wait on the Almighty to intervene and open the right door.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Align, bring the right people coming across our path
Yeah.
because we have no worries, fear, no panic. It's all aligned. He or she already knows the end to the beginning.
Right.
So,
We just need to stay on path.
and I feel like being positive and doing that with a positive state of mind makes it so much easier.
Yeah, a lot of people give up when it gets hard, but it's funny because most of the time that's when your breakthrough is about to happen when it gets hard. So you gotta stand on that.
Indeed.
Sacrifice even harder.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It may get hard. It's gonna be some long days, some long nights. Sometimes you're gonna be like, I just don't want to do this shit,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't quit
Don't quit.
because when you quit, that's when that next day could have been that time when everything just hits and blows up.
You never know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So then when you hear the phrase put actions behind your words, what's the first thing that comes to mind? What's the biggest gap you see people facing when their declarations and their actions come into?
Go ahead, madam.
One more time.
These questions are stumping y'all.
I got an answer for mine, just
Oh,
funny,
okay.
so I didn't want to spew it out there yet.
Oh, okay. So
Read it again. Read it again.
when you hear the phrase put actions behind your words, what's the first thing that comes to mind? What's the biggest gap you see people facing between their declarations and their actions?
Like we were saying, they're just not focused and they just give up. They don't have the determination. If you want to be successful, you have to make those sacrifices and stay focused and be determined.
Right. It should be a
Mhm.
passion, should be something you're interested in, want to do.
So my
Mm-hmm.
little funny
Yeah.
was you said what's the first thing I think of when you say put action behind your words? I think about this Anthony Q song called "Stand on Business."
Standing
You,
on
you
business.
gotta stand on business, and just because you say that you want something doesn't mean that you truly want it. Um,
Right.
just talk.
You have to have a passion for it, first of all,
Right.
because if
Mhm.
you don't have a passion for it, then you're either one, not gonna finish, or you're gonna get it done but not stay with it.
Or it'll be half-assed lazy.
Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
if you want something just because of what the money that comes out of it, or how much money you're capable of making from it, that doesn't mean you're passionate about it. That doesn't mean that you're gonna take it serious. That doesn't mean you're gonna put in the work to learn everything that you need to learn about that craft. It
Mm-hmm.
got to be something that you're actually serious about. And being serious about something is putting actions behind those words instead of just talking. Because we can sit up here and talk all day long, but if you don't do anything about it, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I always say that only some good sleep comes to a dreamer. You can
Right.
have that dream all day long, but it's just a dream. You got to get up and do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, from an energy standpoint, do you feel sacrifice feels heavy or painful? Or even when we know it's for our highest good, it's still easier to turn the other way?
That shit hurt like a motherfucker. Most people, they just want to see the overnight success or what they think is an overnight success. They don't want to see you having to get up early every day or staying up late every night or still having to do your daily duties if you're a parent, dealing with your kid, make sure they getting where they need to go, blase, handling the taxes. They don't want to think about none of this background stuff. All they want to see is your time to shine.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't understand that things do take time. Everybody wants it right
Quick.
away, quick, quick, quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
why I feel like we can't even make a long video. Everyone attention span has just went out the window.
hmm
They want
You,
Mm-hmm.
2 seconds. You better catch them.
yeah, you got to think about it. We see people that are creators on YouTube or whatever platform, and we're like, man, they're doing good, man. I need to do what they're doing. But you don't know how long they've been doing this. We was watching this master class from these people that do podcasts, and the guy was saying, I've been doing this for 9 years.
I was like, wow, it's
Yeah,
amazing.
Damn.
That's why you can't compare yourself. That's why comparison is a thief of joy.
yeah, yeah. They're on
Mm-hmm.
a whole nother landscape because they've been doing this so long. They built their audience from scratch. It's not an overnight thing for a lot of this stuff. For some people, it may come overnight. You know what I'm saying? That's just, I wouldn't say the luck of the draw. I just say that was God's plan for them. But it's not going to be the same for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
For some people, it's a test to see how hard, how much do they want it? How bad do you really want this? How hard are you willing to work for this to prove to the Almighty that you really want this?
Right.
And that's why there's a spiritual or energetic difference between sacrificing from a place of lack versus sacrificing from a place of empowered exchange. Because if you're in a place of lack and you're sacrificing, I feel like you're sacrificing stupid shit. That's why some people give up their body
Mhm.
and they're just trying, it's just a quick, and they feel like that's easy, but it's really a nasty, dirty sacrifice.
Right.
It's not an empowered exchange.
Are they doing everything against themselves to get where they need to be? If you can't binge Netflix and binge success, you're going to
Right.
fall short somewhere.
Well said. And so when someone's words and actions are fully aligned, what shifts in their energy field? How do they become more magnetic?
You reap what you sow. What you put
Yeah.
out there is what you're going to get back. And if you put out lazy work, you're going to come up short on the sowing, and you basically got to put out.
Kind of like what I said earlier, when you are in alignment, it comes back multiplied, and then if you don't, then you get back
Put your
empty.
true potential forth.
Yes. I feel like when you're in alignment, you glow. You feel happy. It feels right. There's no resistance. It's not as, because when what's meant for you is for you, that's the path of least resistance.
Mm-hmm.
When you keep trying to go back and hit a path where you keep bumping your head on a brick wall, then you better check something out.
Right.
It may not be for you.
Because at the end of the day, you can go out the path all you want, but God gonna bring you right
Yeah,
back
he's going to
to
keep
it.
bringing you back.
Right.
That's not what I have for you.
Unless you give up now, it's just out of the rut then at that point. But you're not gaining anything either.
Exactly. So yeah, if we dive into those different types of sacrifices and why. First, if we go to the time and immediate gratification, that's what you give up. Those late nights, staying up late, endless scrolling, binge watching TV.
Right. There is no immediate gratification. You got to put in the work. And then when you hit those goals or those milestones, or the money that you're trying to bring in shows up, or the audience grows the way that you want it to grow, then you celebrated those times. But you definitely got to put in the work to get there.
Yeah, that's when the mastery and a side business, physical health, all your creative projects are finished. You can think of it as a marathon and not a sprint.
Exactly.
Because that immediate gratification, that's why people give up. They don't see it right away.
Well, we live in a microwave country, you know what I mean? Everybody wants everything right now, It's just like the music that comes out. You look at artists back in the day, Tupac, Snoop Dogg, they didn't come out with multiple albums in one year. Actually, the first artist that did that was D.U.M.P. He did 2 albums in one year, and that was unheard of. You put an album out and then you let it sit and let people purchase it and listen to it over the years. But now it's pop something out. You got to stay hot. You got to constantly pop something out. They looking for your next hit, and if you don't put one out in the next couple of months, they quit looking for you or quit listening for you.
Yeah, you have to keep that attention span, and right now it's very short.
Yeah.
And then also it's the understanding that the pain of discipline weighs ounces, while the pain of regret weighs tons. So you have to be disciplined because you don't want to regret later. That's worse.
Right.
Yeah.
I try not to have no regrets, but I also try not to put myself in a position to have regrets.
I feel that, yes.
I think back to this old guy I used to work with always used to tell me, don't ever put yourself in a position to get checked by another person. So if you standing on your own business and stuff, nobody at your job can say anything to you. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Right. That's how I like to leave them. You have nothing to say to me because all my boxes are checked.
And then when they do come to you with that nonsense and your boxes are checked, then you can check them back.
Right.
Nah, my shit right.
Right. Can you
you
go
need to
check
go
your,
back.
yes, go check your shit. Oh. Well, yeah, like we were talking about, then we have the sacrifice of comfort and the familiar. And so what you give up, it's the safe job or the predictable routine, the identity that you've outgrown, the comfort zone. That's the part that's hard for people to release, is that comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I applaud you for what you've done, cousin, because that's, it
Yeah.
takes a lot of guts and faith. Mm.
We get so attached to these titles. Release it. It wasn't serving me. If it's making me crazy, well, y'all both see how I was. So.
Yeah,
Woo! That is not for me. I should not be doing this every day and day in and day out. This is not life.
Right.
exactly.
Yeah, the mind, like I said, the mind always looks for what's easiest and what's most familiar. When you start thinking outside of the box and trying to do something different or something bigger, then your mind is like, oh, wait, this is danger. What are we doing?
Right.
This is safe over here. Why are you trying to take us backwards and go over here or put us out there on a ledge and don't know if we gonna make it or not?
So that's when all the negative thoughts start coming in and the self-sabotage, because your mind, your ego is trying to bring you back. No, we need to stay with this familiar.
Right. Your mind will wear you out.
And I think
Yep.
that's why I stayed so long. I think that's why I stayed longer than I wanted to, because then when you really start to feel it and do it, the ego jumps in. What are you going to do? This, that, all this self-doubt starts to come in. And so you stay and you're like, okay, maybe I'm tripping. Let me see.
I'm sure cousin had those same thoughts when she was going through the truck driving school.
When I first got in the truck and they was like, back this over here, and I tried it, and the trailer was just going the opposite way. I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
Why did I do this?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember when I first started driving and I get out there and it'd be those long weekends where I'm out there in the middle of nowhere in a fucking cornfield at a truck stop somewhere. Don't know anybody, not one fucking single soul. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, what the fuck did I get myself into?
That's exactly. Every time I would take that first call and somebody would cuss me out, or the provider would get on the phone and be rude for no reason, I'm like, why the fuck did I clock into this bullshit again? What the fuck is wrong with me? Oh my gosh, I'm just torturing myself.
Yes.
Then you're like, okay, everybody tell you, I'm like, okay, I'm trying to create this.
Right.
Or I'm trying to do this show, or trying to get this branding deal, or trying to sell these hoodies. And then I'm talking to my people about it, and they're like, you need to keep that day job until some money start coming in. It's got to be the way that they want you to do it.
Right. Everybody always has their way to do it. Like, well, you need to do this, this, and that first. And it's like, well, your way may not be my way.
Right.
Wow.
Well, I'm just saying you got this good job over here and you just gonna quit it and ain't gonna have these benefits. Who gonna give you a check? I ain't giving you no money because I told you shouldn't have done it in the first place.
But money ain't always good money, though. But money's not always good money.
Right. And I didn't ask you for none.
Because that dirty ass money was about to have me go jump off somebody's cliff.
That part.
So that is not no good money. All the times when I'd be just feel myself sweating and frustrated, and I would look back at that glass door, and when you want to just take off running, sprinting through there and just shatter it and run through it, that means you should clock the fuck out. Right. It's not for you.
If you don't step up and try to create something for yourself on your own, you will spend the rest of your life creating something for somebody else. Telling
me when to go on vacation, you don't have enough left, bitch. What? I've been here in this chair every day, day in and day out. What do you mean I don't? It wasn't a question. I'm telling you, this is vacation time.
Right.
And who are you to tell me that my brain doesn't need it?
Right.
So it's just not for me anymore. God was like, it's time to go. Get your ass out of there. Get your ass out of there. So I was like, I will sacrifice whatever I need to get this demonic ass shit out of my house.
And I look at it like this: you're not leaving something, you're gaining.
Gaining. Oh, that was the next thing I was going to say. You gain when you leave that immediate, familiar comfort. Your higher value you gain is that alignment, your true alignment. your authentic self-expression, which now I can do. It feels so great.
You are your own boss.
Mm-hmm. And the thrill of your actual purpose. That's where I'm at right now. Cousin, when I got off on Friday, you should have seen me. I might as well be just doing the stinky leg for no reason.
Oh, do the stinky leg. Do the stink.
Oh my goodness. I had never felt, I've been glowing ever since. I feel like my cheeks are glowing right now.
I can see you glowing.
That was not for me.
Bringing the youth out of it.
And then
getting your sanity back.
Right, exactly. Because that's what I was just gonna say. Talk myself out of the whole evening, talking myself out of the dumps all evening, and then go right back, sit in the chair, clock in, blah, 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 diarrhea at the mouth, and you right back like, oh my gosh,
how did I get back here?
Back here again. What am I doing?
Yes.
And then God wasn't gonna let it lighten up until He's like, okay, she gonna realize it's not gonna get easier.
Right. It's just gonna get harder and harder.
Right.
Yeah, I spent years, like I said, in a bad relationship, talking about I was gonna leave, and I ain't talking about 1 or 2 years. I'm talking about 10 to 15. I'm gonna leave. I've been saying it in my head for that long, and then I just got to that point where I was like, I'm just a talker.
Right. Why am I just talking? That's how I was getting. I'm like, I'm just gonna keep saying it, but what is it gonna really take to push me to the next step? It's only me holding myself back.
Yeah, I'm talking about motherfuckers started threatening me with my own words. When you gonna leave? What you waiting on?
Right. Oh, you're throwing it in my face. Okay.
Let me show you. Right now. Right
Yeah.
the fuck now.
Yes. And so the why, you're sacrificing the certainty of mediocre present for the possibility of an extraordinary future. And so you just stay in that rut, that same rut, when you could have your dreams, everything you dreamed of.
Basically, like I said earlier, you got this mediocre job. It's keeping you afloat, though. All the bills are paid. You know, you can't take no vacation and shit, but everything in the house taken care of. Is that good enough for you? Is that where you want to be? Is that your worth?
You have to recognize when it's your ego, because the ego loves the familiar, and then your soul craves that evolution. Your soul wants to evolve. So and that's what it was. I had to just recognize, because at first I was trying to hear, I'm like, let me hear God's voice. Is He really speaking to me? And then I go back, sit there, I done prayed, did everything I could possibly do all night long, go back there. I'm like, nope, it's not for me. First call, I'll be like, beep. All right, soul's all scrapped and fucked up again.
I think about how the Bible is full of parables, and it talks about sowing your seed, planting your seed. As a male, you're supposed to plant your seed around the world. I don't personally think that that's about being a parent. I think it's more so about putting your creations out there, creating.
Right.
And
your mark that you leave. Yes. Your positive mark, your purpose.
Being your own boss, making your mark on the world.
Right.
The biggest ideas in the world are in the graveyard.
Because they never stepped out. They never had that courage, sacrifice. Because we were all put through this one system. So when you veer out of that system and start doing it your own way, people look at you funny. And that's when they start throwing in their self-doubt. And it's like, that's your self-doubt, not mine. Let me do me and quit throwing that salt on my shit.
Right.
So, yeah, that's definitely the ultimate trait of comfort for character.
I like that.
Comfort for character. Then we got those toxic ass relationships and the people pleasing. Oh gosh.
I'm out.
Well, what you give up is the dopamine, the hit of being liked, the drama that you're used to, the loyalty to people who drain you.
I grew up thinking that sacrifice meant suffering, but sacrifice is supposed to train you, not drain you.
Right.
Right.
I feel like everything draining and just hard is what they taught us to do, because they wanted to keep us in check. People please, be nice, don't speak up, don't. It's all opposite, because we are the most powerful beings.
Love without equal sacrifice is shallow.
Right.
That's basically sacrifice versus self-destruction. Sacrifice equals investment. Self-destruction equals depletion. So if your sacrifice costs you your peace, your health, or your sanity, that's not sacrifice, that's sabotage.
Mm-hmm. And that's what it is. A lot of people need to sacrifice that toxic relationship because then you gain peace and self-respect and mental clarity. Sometimes you can't think because of that toxic ass relationship that you're in. They don't give you a chance to think.
Right.
And then you don't have any space to attract what's truly aligned for you.
Or you're afraid that nothing is truly aligned for you. You feel like you getting what you deserve.
Because there it goes back to that familiar. That's all you've seen, so that's all you know. So you think that's all you're deserving of.
Yeah, nobody could possibly want me. If this is what I'm having to deal with, nobody's going to want to have to deal with me. So I'm here.
Because I had never seen that higher level of a divine masculine where they truly love their woman and treat them like a queen, and it's sincere, and they give them back rubs and check on them and want to make them okay. I thought that was fake.
Gotta have that person that want to do it for you, though.
Yes.
And
but if you don't release that toxic relationship, then you can't get there.
Right, exactly. And declare your worth.
Right.
You teach people how to treat you.
Because then you're sacrificing a lower vibration, social currency for the priceless asset of your own peace. It's realizing you can't pour from an empty cup, and some people are only in your life to use your cup as a spittoon. They just spit in that shit and keep moving.
I love how you said the pricelessness of your own peace.
Powerful. Because people put a price tag on it, and that's what I wasn't doing no more. That's why I released that job, because you can't put a price tag on my peace. And every time I clock into this shit, by the time I clock out, my peace is fucked. All night, my dreams are bad. And it shouldn't be that way. And then to do that every day?
The sacrifice ain't sexy, but the results are.
They sure are. They make you glow. Ooh. Physically, mentally, spiritually. Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to ask people, what did you give up to get up? What are you willing to give up to get up? Or are you just fine with staying down? It's up to you.
Then that's about the sacrifice of financial fun, or what are you willing to give up? Impulse buys, daily takeouts?
I give it all up if it's gonna get me to the goal that I want to get to.
A lot of people want to lose weight. A lot of people want to lose weight, but they don't want to sacrifice the time to work out or the energy.
Or they don't want to give up the type of meals that they eat every day.
And that's the biggest part. What you put in is what you're going to get out. So you want to put in trash, but then look good on the outside and be like, I'm trashy. Hey, what?
You see this purchase that you want to make, and you know how much it is that you need to save up to be able to get it. And people are not willing to give up certain things to be able to budget their household to make sure that they have these extra funds over here to get what it is that they want. I don't give a fuck. I eat some goddamn fried bologna sandwiches every day. I'm good.
Okay.
Fried bologna and egg. I'm straight.
Oh, yes.
That's like me. In this truck, I've been eating them canned soups and these Uncle Ben's rice.
Right. Like making it work. Gotta sacrifice some shit.
And you keep doing what you're doing, and it'll be soon you'll be able to go in that motherfucker, eat steak and lobster every day if you want to. And won't think anything about it. But nobody will know the sacrifice that you made to get to that point, but you'll be there.
Right.
And they'll be looking over at your plate like, damn, I wish I could eat like that. Well, you can.
You could have,
yeah.
Yeah.
You got to sacrifice to get there.
You sure do. That's what I did. Remember, cousin, when I was at the hospital, that's exactly what I did to get my new Jeep. Is I ate noodles every day. Everybody was looking at me crazy, clowning me. I didn't care. Go ahead, clown. Watch when I come skirting through here, my new shit. Then they was like, oh, where'd you Well, you could too.
Right.
Y'all don't know how to balance it out. That's the higher value you gain.
Yep.
that financial freedom, your investment power. Then you have emergency security as well. That's why I always put something aside for myself. You want me to go pay this bill and pay that, but I'm not supposed to put something aside for myself first? People want to be, I don't have enough, or I don't have enough for this. If you don't have enough for that bill, then you leave that on the side. You pay yourself first. You still not gonna have enough, so you might as well put something on the side for yourself first.
I say you pay your tithes first, and that ain't you having to go pay money to a church. That can be you donating to a charity, or you seeing this homeless person on the corner and giving them something. You pay them first as God, seeing that you're willing to sacrifice and being obedient in what He wants, how He wants you to handle your money. And then you pay yourself. Put you something back out of every check. It don't matter what's going on.
Right.
Rain, sleet, or snow. This is going over here.
You
Matter
come
of fact,
first.
I try to set it up with my account where this amount comes out every week, no matter what. So it gets to the point where I don't even miss that money because it's like I know what I make without it.
Exactly.
And I try not to pay attention to how much it is that I'm putting aside or how big is building up. Sometimes what I do at first is I usually go to a bank that's way across on the other side of town. I don't get an ATM card or anything like that, and I just put money in it where I make it hard for myself to have to go get the money. Now I got to drive way over here to go get something out. So it's just building.
Then you're sacrificing the temporary high of consumerism for that permanent power of ownership. You're owning your time, your choices, and your future all at the same time. And that's powerful.
Yeah.
That's where we need to be. That's why I always say here at Soulfire Sessions, we are rich in all areas. It's not just about money.
Yeah. We
Right.
building the studio up, we looking at equipment and stuff that we need to get. But we could just be out here blowing money on anything and not being able to get to that point to be able to get what we need for the studio. So
Yep.
sacrifice.
Yep. Choosing
Yes.
to be a king and queen in the long game instead of a prince and princess in the short term. You look at the bigger goals, bigger picture. Some people are fine being a prince or a princess and just staying there.
King shit, y'all.
Right.
For
Let's
real.
go.
King shit, queen shit. Let's go.
Hey. And then that fifth sacrifice that I had was that sacrifice of the need to be right or in control. What you give up there, those arguments, the need to have that last word.
Right.
That one was hard. That's hard for me. I do have to say that takes a very mature person.
I'm good with it.
I used to be that way, but now it's just like I don't have the want anymore to just win, I guess.
Exactly. And that's good because
In a lot of cases, you push a lot of good people that's actually there for you out of your life because you have this need to be right all the time. And a lot of people just don't want to be around that type of person. Like, okay, you right, but you right by yourself.
I think that was a lesson I had to keep learning at that job was because remember at those calls, that's why they would make me so mad because I would know I'm right or the processes or what I'm telling you. And you called me for help, but then you want to try to tell me how this is going to go. And I had to just relax and be, I don't need to prove that I'm right or I know it. Who cares? But at first that was hard for me to sit back and I'd want to get them.
Take some discipline.
Yes. Yeah. Controlling how others perceive you but you gain when you release that sacrifice needs to be right or controlled, then you gain deeper connections and flow. Your mental energy is much higher. You're not draining yourself. And the humility required to actually learn and grow. Then you can make room for learning and growth instead of just focus in on, I got to be right.
Yeah.
So this sacrifice is about trading control for co-creation with the universe. So you don't have to always be in control. Let it flow.
You can't always be in control. You may think that you're in control.
But you're not.
And that's a misconception.
Right. So yeah, this conversation is definitely fire about this sacrifice shit. So now we definitely have to build our framework to it. To make these empowered exchanges sustainable, we need to work through the energy body. So to do so, we have to take a dump.
Oh, what? I'm gonna need you to break that down for me. A
Well,
dump?
we're definitely gonna have to take a dump tonight.
You know what? I like the concept of that dump
Mm-hmm.
because when you sacrifice, you're having to give up something. You're releasing
Mm-hmm.
something.
Exactly. See, you got it.
Okay, break this down.
Yes.
Dump. What the?
Dump. We're gonna take a dump, and each step in our dump is gonna align us. It's gonna create a complete spiritual and practical framework.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So drop your drawers.
Oh.
Oh.
What?
Are you ready? All right, let's take the dump so you understand the framework. So D, declare your worth. That's your throat chakra and your expression. That's your truth. That's our connection with our energy systems. Y'all know I'm your inner balance architect. We got to balance this shit out. It's always connected to an energy system. So when you declare your worth, that's about using your voice to speak your truth. The throat
shrinking yourself.
Right. The throat chakra governs expression. And when it's open, you can clearly declare what you stand for and what your worth is. Hell yeah.
Yeah, because sacrifice starts with self-awareness. You can't give up what's draining you until you first declare your worth more.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know that you're worth more, nobody else is gonna know.
Right. So stop whispering and start declaring. Walk up to your mirror and say, I am the asset. Because your worth is not a secret. It's a fact that you state with your chest. Or shit, you could do it from your uterus.
Way down.
Wait, yes, from within. It's not a secret. And then practice verbally affirm your non-negotiable value. Daily speak it.
Mm-hmm.
Speak your standards into existence. You have to have standards.
Yeah, this is the internal sacrifice.
Right.
Breaking old beliefs.
And then next, when we're taking a dump, you want to unlock your value. So this is tied to our heart chakra. This is the self-love. This is what we're all about. This is why we're here.
Mm-hmm.
So the chakra connection is where we hold our sense of self-worth and our love. And unlocking your value means healing any wounds and recognizing your inherent worth isn't earned. It's your birthright.
So unlocking the lies, dumping the lies. I mean, the I'm too much. I'm not enough. I don't deserve this. I'm not worthy. We dumping all of that.
Dumping that shit because we are valuable.
Okay.
Yeah. You've been sitting in your old gold mine. It's time to use the key to self-love to open the vault.
Because the value was always there.
It's always been there. We just lock it up and throw away the key.
Trauma got it all covered up.
Listening
to other people growing up.
Yeah.
And trained into it over time.
Yeah. And be quiet and go sit down when really our unique perspective, our skills, our story all have value.
Yeah. They're telling you to go sit down, and now your biggest value is coming from you talking.
Right.
How about that? The irony of this shit.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why I'm like, ooh, all right.
Talk your shit, Raz.
So to unlock your value, you have to identify and embrace the specific qualities that make you invaluable. Yeah,
I like that.
Write down 3 things you love about yourself. Gotta love yourself. I love how I speak my truth now. I know that's one. Because I was so built up with just staying quiet and not speaking up my truths that I was about to explode like a full commode. Yes.
I love how strong I am. I didn't realize how much strength I really have until my third eye got open.
Right. That's when it really comes out. You're like, holy shit.
I love my determination. how bad it is that I want something and how far I'm willing to go to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Still staying within my own zone. I'm not going outside and doing something that doesn't fit with who I am. But at the same time, I'm willing to work for what I want.
Right. And it's your path, your story. You get to create it. And you're not in competition with anybody else. It's
Right.
against yourself.
My biggest goal is to build a life that I want for me, no matter what it looks like to other people or what it is that they want. This is my dream.
So while we're taking a dump, we definitely cannot take a dump without making money moves.
Hey.
Hey, money moves.
Dump that shit. So that's our solar plexus, our power in action. That's a big one. Our solar plexus is directly tied to our power and how we put action behind our words.
This is where sacrifice becomes strategy.
Yes, because that's your willpower. You have to have willpower. Making money moves requires tapping into this power to take control of your financial destiny.
And making money moves isn't just financial. It's choosing stability over chaos, choosing future you over old patterns.
Well, yeah. That's where you have to put a price tag on your peace and your skills.
It's dumping excuses and investing in outcomes.
Right. Because you declare your worth and you have to put the invoice on it. Stop asking for coupons for your own destiny. The fuck?
Example, leaving the job that you outgrew.
I love it.
Oh.
Such a huge example.
Starting that side hustle.
Right. Because the people that know me and heard me every day and how that was changing me and how I was acting and the stories I had. And then all I could get back was have empathy. I was about that.
Yeah. Excuse my language, y'all, but saying no to broke energy.
Right.
We don't like cursing over him. We don't use that.
DeVar just cursed, so we don't use
He
the
sure
B
did.
word. So he's cursing in here.
I was making a point.
But now we're back on track. He's gonna just plug the children's ears. We don't want them to hear that one.
And one of the things that you talk about all the time, spending intentionally because money circulates.
It circulates. It's going to come back to you. If you have that lack mindset, like, I don't really have enough, I don't really want it, then that's why you are lacking, because you have a lack mindset. When you have a growth mindset and a circulation mindset and it's money multiplies and it's coming back to me mindset, then of course it is. The universe works for you.
Yeah. Your money moves are the GPS of your self-worth. I like that.
Ooh. Yes. Oh, yes. So turn that fucking GPS on.
Right.
Oh, shit. And take one financial action that proves your declared worth. Raise your rates, invest in your growth, or pursue aligned income.
That part.
Hey. Yes. And then finally, while taking a dump, before you wipe that ass up, put actions behind your words.
This is the biggest.
That's so huge. That's the root chakra. That's tied to your root. And the root is the base, the foundation. That's our core start when dealing with any chakras. That's the first energy system that you need to clear, because that's tied to security. And if you have a scarcity mindset, that's directly tied to your root chakra. The root chakra grounds us in reality and represents our foundation.
Talking is free. It costs you nothing. Transformation, that costs you a lot. It costs you time, pride, discipline,
energy,
sleep,
a positive mindset,
people around you.
Talk to me nicely or don't talk to me at all.
All of that.
Shit.
Talk is free. Some people say it's cheap. It's more than cheap. It's free. Shit.
So putting actions behind your words, that's the final boss level. You've declared it, you see it, you've priced it, and now you got to live it. So every no to distraction is a yes to your destiny.
Sacrificing procrastination for progress. I'm trying to grow.
Yeah.
Leave that procrastination behind me.
all the way back there where I can't even see it.
Mm-hmm.
And ensure your daily habits and boundaries align with your declaration. Your actions are the receipts that prove your new identity.
Mm-hmm.
So just like when you go to the store and when you walk out, they want to make sure you have a receipt. You didn't steal that shit. Your actions here are the receipts to your new identity. You can't walk up to someone and be like, look at the brand new me, still wearing trash bags.
Right.
The fuck? Mm-mm. No receipts there.
Yeah, you gotta have that receipt to say I finally put action behind those words because I can talk all day long.
Mm-hmm.
But, what am I doing about it? What did I do about it?
Shit. That was fire. This fire is fucking raging.
Right.
Now it's time to turn to our soul fire community. We have to bring y'all into this fire. So this is where y'all can fire off any questions or whatever you have for us. We also choose our next word here for the natural evolution after sacrifice, what we'll be playing all over. And so, yeah.
We actually decided on the word, didn't we? Or
Did we not? Or did we for next
we
week?
was doing alignment.
Oh, that's right. Sacrifice and alignment, because we're talking about you sacrifice to align with things, what's meant for you and what you release. So yeah, next week, y'all, we'll be talking about alignment. Y'all go ahead and tap in. How are you aligned or not?
Right. And what have you sacrificed?
Mm-hmm.
Or what have you finally put actions to that you've been talking about for the longest?
Right. And so first you can also think what's coming up for you. And we're also in this chaotic holiday season. Yeah. So yeah, what's coming up for you and around declaring your worth versus taking action? Think about it and start taking action. What's one money move you know you need to make, but you've been avoiding? You need to handle that shit. I did mine, y'all. Whee! I did it. Made that money move. I'm
You
so
sure
excited.
did. So proud of you.
Thank y'all.
Yes.
Yeah, and then
Let's go.
y'all can always tap in. Y'all know, reach out to us. Whatever questions you have, drop your revelations, your stories. We'd love to hear.
Putting together a serious compilation this season is crazy. The body of work that we've created since season 2 came in. And then we think back to the beginning, like the sacrifice that you made to create this show amidst working a 9 to 5, dealing with a teenager, helping your mom out, handling a household. And it's just
dealing with a teenager going through black belt training.
right.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
And then trying to create on social media.
Posting ain't no joke. I give shout out to everybody who posts because that is not just a game where it's like, ah, la la la.
This is huge.
Posting takes time, energy, want, motivation. Like we're talking about discipline.
I absolutely commend you for what you have done.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. If I had the applaud thing.
I know that's what I'll be thinking about. We need some sound effects in here, y'all. But they be tripping. Sound effects, music, anything. They just want to trip on everything. Everybody's greedy. No, copyright. Like, damn.
Sound effects coming soon. We're working on getting the board before the holiday.
So yeah, definitely y'all have the s'mores, the graham crackers. That was lit. I love it. Delicious. Did you bring the chocolate, Devar?
Never bring a chocolate. All about the caramel over here.
Well, y'all, that was delicious. Fire is lit. I love it. Make sure y'all check in or what you need to sacrifice. So you definitely have a soul fire challenge this week. Your challenge is to take a full dump. Take a full dump and make sure you ask a friend to join you.
Right.
Declare, state your worth out loud. I am worthy of whatever goal it is that you're trying to reach. Remember, that's your throat chakra. You're speaking up.
Because if you don't claim your crown, don't get mad when somebody else treats you like a court gesture.
And then unlock. Write it down. Write down the top 3 values you bring to the table. You are worthy. You have to look within and see why you're valuable, because you are.
Mm-hmm.
That's your self-love. That's your heart chakra.
That means dumping the generational lies.
Generational lies and curses. We're breaking those here. We're breaking these chains.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
And then make a money move. Make sure you make a move. Do one financial action that honors that worth.
Mm-hmm.
And that's your power. That's your solar plexus chakra.
Right. That's alignment.
Mm-hmm.
That's strategy. Intentional circulation.
Right. And then put actions behind your words. You can't take a dump without action. If it's not going to come out, then you're still sitting there stagnant.
Right. That statement alone speaks for itself. So.
Mm-hmm. So make sure you do one action to take that step towards whatever goal or whatever it is you're trying to reach that proves your declaration. And that's your root chakra. That's your foundation. That is going to keep you feeling safe and secure in your energy system.
Right. Because just saying something is cute, but actually doing it, that's sacred.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Yeah. Sacrifice is an empowered exchange. You're trading up. You're not losing out. So think of it as upgrading.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the bigger the sacrifice, the bigger the gain.
Exactly. And if you think you're going to forget, use the dump framework. Take a dump. Declare, unlock, make money moves, and put actions behind words.
I'm feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. So remember, your declaration sets the standard, but your actions build the empire. And that's what we want. We're building empires over here.
Hey.
I love it. So that fire was absolutely lit. Any takeaways? What about any final flames for our listeners, Devar?
Yeah, for me, I'm gonna say, put your money where your mouth is. First of all,
Mm-hmm.
but then I also want to talk to the people and say we appreciate you all for supporting us the way that you do. Keep downloading. Keep downloading. Don't just listen. Keep supporting us. We appreciate everything that you do for us. So thank you.
It's community, not a clique. We love y'all. Gratitude sprinkles all over that ass for listening.
Thank you. Can't say it enough.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And I just want to say again that sacrifice is a season. It's not forever. So if you do it correctly, it could be a bridge into a great transition. So thanks for listening.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah. So don't think of it as something negative. Sacrifice is an upgrade. When your energy, your finances, and your actions are in alignment, you become unstoppable. So walk in that fucking power.
Right.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
I love this testimony that we dropping onto the world because we're just ordinary people. We're not some big superstars that was born into this. Like we have a dream and a vision and we are sacrificing for it. And we appreciate you all for rocking with us. So this is our testimony.
Right. This is our
Mm-hmm.
testimony, our truths,
Mm-hmm.
and our passion. This is absolutely my passion. I love it.
And we won't stop.
Yep. So until next time, make sure y'all declare your worth, unlock your value, make those fucking money moves, and put actions behind your words. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a spark.